to my channel. It is officially Virgo season, which means that it is only 2 weeks until school starts. I cannot believe how fast this summer flew by. I'm sure that most of you can relate. It feels like I just blinked and now school starts in 2 weeks. I definitely thought that I would get a lot more done over the summer with studying, getting caught up, but I've been pretty busy, and especially recently with just seeing family once again, it's felt like I just haven't had the time to sit down and do my schoolwork. So here we are with 2 weeks left and doing all the prep now. I'm going into my second year in midwifery. Just a little recap for those that might not know. I was part of the Laurentian cohort that got dumped and the other schools took us on, so I chose McMaster. So I will be starting at McMaster in September. However, they gave us the option to do either bi-weekly in class, in person, or to just go for the intensive, and I chose the intensive because I live in Ottawa. I have a house here, didn't feel like moving to Hamilton at all. I am so excited to be sharing with you school content. I felt really inspired by YouTube and looking at other people doing videos on a week in my life as a student and other videos about student life. I will definitely do some about the intensive as well, so make sure to subscribe to my channel to not miss out on this content. Right before I started last year, I was reading Marie Kondo's book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, and I did a nice sweep of my house doing that. I've been into minimalism for quite some time, but I feel like that method just really resonated with me, and I did it last year. I'm gonna do it again today and over the week, depending on how long it takes me to do. But first, I want to take a look at my schedule, get organized, write everything down on my schedule, and see what books that I need to order. It seems like this says draft, so I don't want to write everything into my agenda and then have it be wrong. So what I might just do is just write it down on a separate piece of paper, and then I will add it onto my agenda when it is confirmed. So it turns out that we have a lot of textbooks that we need to get for second year. So I sort of made a list. I like to color coordinate things. I made a list of what I need, where I'm getting it from. I'm getting as many as I can from the local bookshop. I reached out to the people from second year for one of the classes that they've already taken, and they already have a PDF for 2 of the textbooks, so it's super helpful. I'll be saving some money that way, and then the other ones I think I might just get ebooks for. I haven't really decided yet. I'm gonna sit with it and order the ones from my local bookstore now, and then I'm gonna take a lunch break and then start with decluttering my space. I feel pretty good about what I accomplished this morning. I got my schedule all written out, and I like to color coordinate each of my classes. The one class I'm not there every day, so it was really confusing, which usually would have stressed me out, but today I actually felt a little bit more grounded about it. I think I got everything. There are 2 of my classes that don't have their syllabus out yet, so I wasn't able to get all of the assignment dates out yet, but I got pretty much everything else. Like, I'll know when I'll need to be in which class. Of course, it's all going to be on Zoom for me except for my intensive. So that should be pretty simple. I get to do it in my own space, which I am actually really excited about. Last year, it was entirely all over Zoom too. I just think I learn a little bit better being in my own space, not being surrounded by people that are stressed or distracting me with sounds. Obviously, clinical skills is an entirely different thing. We'll really need to be in person for that, and that's why I think the intensive will be a good option for me. I'll be able to fully immerse myself into the learning and meet new people, because I don't know if anyone really from the Laurentian cohort is going to be there. We will see. I'm definitely procrastinating decluttering right now just because I know that there's so much to do, but I think as long as I tackle one thing at a time, and even if it takes me more than one day, as long as I do one thing at a time, I think I will be able to get it. And I got a little cacao to keep me motivated and give me a little bit of energy as I work through this. Here we go. We're gonna start with these drawers first. Yeah, this one's mostly blankets. I'm not getting rid of anything. I'm just gonna fold these up now. We went through the easy one first. I kind of use this as my storage for most of my things. You'll see when I get through the desk over there that I don't have much stuff there. So this is kind of where the bulk of my stuff gets stored. I don't know how I can call myself a minimalist when you take everything out and see how much you really have. This is why I find the KonMarie method so helpful. It just helps to put everything out and you really realize how much stuff you have, and then you can go through it one by one and see if it really sparks joy or if it's something that you can get rid of. I find it's the most effective thing, and I like how she says that it doesn't actually matter how much stuff that you have. For me, in a way, it kind of does, because I find I get mental clutter too if I have too much stuff, so it does stay in my mind. But if everything that you own sparks joy, then really it's not about the number of things that you have, it's about just owning stuff that sparks joy. So I'm gonna go through all of this stuff and go from there. Last year, I started out the year thinking that I would be able to write out all of my notes for every single class. So I started off strong. I'm a visual learner, so it helps for me to actually write things down. So I started out writing out all of my notes for all of my classes, and this is anatomy. And then I realized pretty far into it that it takes a lot of time to write every single thing out. There's just a ridiculous amount of work and content that goes into anatomy and physiology. You will find out if you haven't done it already. So I got basically all of this finished and realized that the bulk of my time was being spent on just writing it out when I could just print it and read it. So I started printing them out, and I like to have things on colored paper, so I put it on some colored paper, but I realized that it was a huge waste of paper. So now I'm stuck here with all of this paper. I just took it out of its sheets and I don't know what to do with it. I have all my lab labels, which I think will come in handy next year, but I'm not sure how much this actual content will come in handy versus how much will actually be covered in class and on the textbook. I keep all of my important documents in this just because it's clear and I can actually see it, and I know that everything important is in this. So all of my T4s, my tax information, my passport, my birth certificate, my check, and then all of my certificates from yoga and everything, and then any insurance stuff is just all in here and I don't have to worry about it. I find I'm the kind of person that needs to know where every single thing is or I'll sort of worry about it. So knowing that it's all in here and it's just easy to grab and I know where it is, I find it really helpful. So I used to have it in one of those big file folders with just different sections, and then I realized that I didn't need most of the stuff that's in it. So I just kept what I needed, got rid of what I didn't. So I find this really helpful. Nerds. Back when the 100 was good. Yeah, so this is all paper that I got last year, so I'm not actually buying anything new this year stationery wise, because I just bought so much last year and I didn't use all of it, so I don't see the need in going out and shopping when I already have everything here. I don't keep hold of much, but I wanted to keep hold of one of each of the... I did a workshop with Sage and I want to keep hold of that. My first business brochures. I thought it was really cute with the chakras and everything. I'm proud of it, so I'm going to keep at least one of them. And my little business card. Is she ready to put things back? Probably not. This is taking way longer than I thought it would be. I don't know if it's just my procrastination or what. All right, friends, here we are. It is day 2 of my cleanup. Today I don't really have any specific school stuff, so basically just gonna tackle as much as I can, starting with my desk and obviously that painting and everything, and getting rid of some of this stuff over here. All right, let's go. So I have a couple of things to do over here. I'm gonna switch this blanket out for this blanket. I bought this when I first started thinking about making malas, and I bought a bunch of beads, and I just thought about convenience over aesthetic, and I really do want to have them in some kind of thing that actually sparks joy. This thing doesn't really match my vibe, but it does the job right now, so I don't feel the need to replace it right away. Maybe sometime over the semester or whenever I feel like it, whenever I find the perfect thing for it, I'll replace it. I bought this canvas at the beginning of the pandemic just with the idea of doing a big piece of art, but I really had no idea where I was going to take it. I just don't really care for what it started to go to. I have my massage table hidden back here too, and then this is my case for my tripod, and then my purse, which I've really not even got to use because school wasn't in person. Did you come to join me? I definitely forgot to film, but I just went through the stuff in my bathroom. So all of these I've had for years, probably. Yeah, definitely over 2 years for most of them. And they just weren't being used. Some of them expired, I'm assuming. And some of them I just held on to empty containers thinking that I would use it, but I'm not gonna use it, and I'm cleansing right now. So I'm gonna recycle these. I feel like I've got a pretty good thing going on. I am getting rid of quite a bit. Decluttering. It's taking me a little bit of time because I've been taking some breaks here and there to do other things. So I figured I might as well do my clothing tonight, and then tomorrow I'll tackle the living space and then the kitchen. So definitely a little bit anticlimactic. I went through all of my clothes and I actually want to keep all of it. I'm just getting rid of these bras and these socks that I haven't worn, and then one pajama top that is in the laundry. So these are the pajamas that I'm keeping. These are my pants. I have 2 pairs of pants over here that I need to sew. These are miscellaneous shirts. So this was a paint shirt. This shirt I don't wear as much, but I think it's super cute and I still love it, so I'm not gonna get rid of it. This one, I just wanted to keep one band shirt, and it's a mother shirt, so I wanted to keep it. These shorts, they're kind of on their last life. I'm just gonna get rid of them. Bye. These, I have 2 pairs of shorts, 1 skirt. These shirts are, a lot of them are work shirts. 2 of them are shirts that I like to wear on nicer occasions. I have a onesie. I have another onesie downstairs that I love. A couple dresses, a few dresses. Over here, I have some sweaters that I just wasn't ready to part with. Actually, not even just that, I love them. And then these shirts here are some of my favorite shirts. So just a lot of ethically made brands. And then I have one scarf and I have one downstairs also. So yeah, I know sometimes sometimes you watch these decluttering videos and you see people with giant bags worth of stuff. That was me about 4 or 5 years ago, decluttering everything. Now it's just making sure that I still resonate and love all of my stuff, which this was a nice affirmation for me that I do. And really looking through it all, I've only bought this pair of pants and then this sweater, and that's all I bought in probably over a year. Oh, and the one pair of leggings. So I'm pretty proud of myself. It's kind of reassuring that I'm on the right path for minimalism, but we'll see tomorrow when I go through all of the baskets downstairs and the stuff in the kitchen, how much stuff I can get rid of. Of course, I also have a partner who really does not like minimalism, and the biggest thing that I learned is that you can't control other people, and that you can't get rid of other people's stuff. And he has his own office, so kind of whatever I really don't want to see, he'll put in there, so it works out. So see you tomorrow. I just finished cleaning the upstairs. I've done all of my room. I did mine and my partner's bedroom, and I just did the bathrooms and cleaned all the mirrors. My partner's room is off limits because that is all of his stuff, so hopefully he'll do that another time. But for today, I'm going to go downstairs and go through all the stuff in the living room and then do a nice deep clean of the kitchen, which is really needed. So we can officially say that Virgo season is here. This is my second favorite season, Scorpio being first. I love the feeling of organizing and cleaning and decluttering, and it's been a lot of fun to take you along with me. I hope that I've inspired you, if you haven't started already, using the energy of this sign to declutter and clean and organize your space, especially if you're starting school next week. It can be a perfect time right now to get yourself organized before you start. I have beside me my pile of stuff that I'm getting rid of. My partner has agreed to go through his stuff too, so I won't be donating it quite yet until he goes through his stuff next weekend. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Please like and comment. I will be doing lots of content on school life, midwifery, student life, so make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week. May you live a life that causes your soul to dance inside of your body.